Sarah Robak is with us, contributor for the TD Ameritrade Network. Sarah, it's always great to see you. We're talking about AMD. What are your thoughts on what are analysts looking for?
Well, there has been so much momentum in AMD stock in 2019. Nicole, the stock is up 80% headed into earnings after the bell today. There's been a lot of optimism from investors about the product pipeline for this company and their ability to take market share from NVIDIA and Intel. But the shares were under pressure after their last earnings report because they cut their revenue guidance. They were citing slowness in the gaming console market as well as some other headwinds. But we did get kind of some mixed sentiment from the other chip makers. Of course, Intel was very optimistic leading into the later part of the year, and Texas Instruments provided weak guidance. So it'll be great to see what AMD has to say. Earnings per share is expected to come in at 18 cents. That's up from 13 cents last year. Revenue is expected to grow 9% year over year. A couple things to watch out for. There has been a lot of excitement around the Rome chip, which is the smaller architecture chip that they launched in early August, and it was picked up by Alphabet's Google Cloud platform. So it'll be great to hear some early commentary on how those sales are going. Also, their outlook for Q4 is going to be interesting because even though they lowered their guidance, analysts are expecting 52% sales growth in Q4. So that's a high bar to beat. It'll be great to see what they have to say when they take an updated look at Q4. And then we were hearing from a Wells Fargo analyst leading into this report. They're reiterating the $40 price target in the stock, saying that they're bullish ahead of earnings due to the fact that Intel has recently cut the prices of their chips, saying why would Intel have to cut if they didn't see, the threat of competition from AMD.
And what about Yum Brands? That's the parent for the fast food chains, Taco Bell, KFC, Pizza Hut, all of which I would love on any day of the week. Those earnings are on deck for Yum Brands tomorrow morning. What are people looking for that?
Yeah, so the stock is trading up about 20% year to date, just slightly below the S&P, but we saw it hit a 52-week high after its last earnings report at about $120. It's come off since then, but investors were pleased with that report. They beat on both the top and bottom line, even though revenue declined by 4%. Their sales were boosted by KFC International as well as Taco Bell. They beat on their same-store sales results. This time, analysts are expecting earnings per share to decline by 10% year over year, mostly due to currency headwinds. Revenue is expected to decline just 3%. A couple of things to keep an eye out for. I think the consensus is that they should continue to see momentum in KFC as well as Taco Bell. Pizza Hut might see some contraction in the near term as they transition their stores to modern delivery and carryout. Another thing to look out for, as we know, Taco Bell had to recall about 2.3 million pounds of beef earlier this month. It'll be great to hear from the company how they feel that that's going to impact results in this quarter. And then finally, we have a brand new executive that joined the company. Walmart's former CIO recently joined the company on October 15th as their chief digital technology officer as the company continues to invest in the digital experience. So it'll be great to see what plans they have there.
Sarah Robak, thank you so much. Contributor for the TD Ameritrade Network. We'll watch for all those numbers. Thanks, Sarah.